My name is Austin Garner, and I chose to do my research paper on why obesity is a problem in America. Um, all around the world, there are people living with a well known condition called obesity. The issue at hand is getting more and more prevalent every day, with kids being born with it and parents not trying to get rid of it. While, yes, there are bigger issues at hand, obesity should keep up with those big issues as it is killing and ruining lives every day. Over the past 20 years or so, restaurants and fast food places have begun to make the portion sizes for their meals huge and cheaper. In return, this allows people to indulge in a lot more food for less value, and in their eyes, it's a great idea for feeding their families. Someone with this problem can have serious health issues such as bad quality of life, i.e., diabetes, and could end up having a stroke, like clogged arteries and whatnot. People may make the argument that genetics have a big role to play in obesity. They do, but not as big of a role as the decisions these people are making to get to the size they are. So while doing this research, I found that the United States is the 12th most obese country and has a staggering 36.20% of obese people as of 2016, which is still pretty crazy. They're considering the fact that like countries like Japan and Italy used to be have obesity rates over 30% as well, and now they're below 10%. So so I think that the United States can learn from other countries on how to lower our obesity rate. Countries like Japan and Italy have obesity rates lower than 10%, like I said, and they do it by several different ways, like lowering the calorie intake that they have. Their food portions are a lot smaller than the United States. They also do spontaneous exercising, like walking to more places instead of driving, biking, whatever, instead of driving. They're not as lazy, pretty much, in terms of the fact that we are. Like I said, the argument can be made that genetics have a big role to play in whether or not a person will be obese or not. Take the Samoan people, for example. They are naturally heavy-set people. It's in their blood. And yet there are still so many of them that are fit and strong because it's in what a lot of researchers say is it's all a mindset. I mean, if they don't want to be obese, then they're not going to be obese. They're going to work. So the gene that makes people obese to be born with it is monogenic human obesity gene. These are the genes that cause someone to experience uncontrollable weight gain in their adolescent years of life. So they're born skinny, they're living skinny, and then they start to get an uncontrollable weight gain. I also found while researching that excess body weight is the sixth most important risk factor contributing to the overall burden of disease worldwide. That says a lot about the issue at hand because, well, here's some 1.1 billion adults and 10% of children are now classified as obese or overweight. 1.1 billion adults. There's 7.53 billion people on Earth, and 1.1 billion are classified as obese. That is a ridiculous amount. The most common physical attribute to being obese is type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease, which they both can kill you. The psychological effect that obesity has on a person be like depression and several different eating disorders, which are both deadly. I found it interesting how in the U.S., women obesity increases the risk of being diagnosed with major depression by 37%, whereas obese men have 37% lower risk of depression than men of normal weight. So take it as you will. But obesity has always been a problem in the United States, but has only begun to be taken seriously in the past 20 years. Whether or not it is too late for America to crack down on the problem, no one knows for sure, but it needs to be taken care of. Thank you very much.